Happy Hump Day. More Dougie Wood for you. Do or die to save our lives. Automatic here for Automatic Games. Hope this stream finds you well. I'm doing well. As one might expect, this is simply more of wardrobe, or come what may. Like last time, if certain stars were to align, I might suspend the stream to get more pertinent work out of the way. But as it stands, I'd like to get guests, some wardrobe, rather potential guests. You know, just because you do wardrobe doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be on the show, but it certainly makes it easier to get those guests, especially, you know, at the drop of a hat, as all the footage would be ready already. Sounds redundant, Otto. Anyways, let's take it to the game. I removed the hats. In fact, this place is bare bones now. I even attacked the back section in the hope that this place wouldn't crash. And it still might. We never know. But I think it's a risk worth taking. What am I doing here? Oh, that's right. I tell you what, no matter what I'm playing, I always kill the HUD. But what I do want to do is add a little audio. Otherwise, it's awful quiet, and if I pass gas, you'll certainly hear it. And not that I'm going to be passing a lot of gas or anything. Yeah, let's get a little bit of music. I don't think there's any radios nearby. Oh, radio's off anyways. So fair enough. This works. A little ambience anyways. Not much. So yeah, got rid of the hat section, but what I did was I numbered each hat, and I went ahead and loaded it up into Elgato. So when we get to the hats, when we get to the hats, I can just run that footage. It's about a 2-minute clip. Goes through each hat, and then here in my handy-dandy notebook, all the numbers correlate to the name and the mod in which I can find it. Mr. Strontium, how are you, my friend? You know what I'm afraid of, Strawn? I'm afraid that if this place does continue to crash, I'm going to start to suspect that it and Abernathy Farm have some kind of a symbiotic relationship. In other words, I might have to attack Abernathy Farm and maybe move that build to Far Harbor or Nuka World, or at least farther away. I don't suspect that's the case. But who knows? Stranger things have certainly happened in Bethesda's titles. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I lost my chair, otherwise I'd sit my character down. Kind of missed the hat section, but hey, it's recorded for posterity. I also went ahead and covered up the nude mannequin. Summer shorts, what else? You know? Summer shorts works for me. Now, this is kind of a shot in the dark. I did tell folks that I was doing this, but, as it stands, I was running a little behind. And, I mean, hell, I don't want to be presumptuous that there's interest. So if I don't get anybody for a little bit, then I think time would be better spent editing more footage that I have. So I would probably drop the stream based on that. And so until then, I guess we're just hanging out, doing the scene, just living, Isn't this awful barren? And to think at one point I had ideas of like having additional racks back here. I was going to bring in the military uniforms, but I never did download that mod. Well, I thought it would be an option. Um, then again, it seems a little superfluous. Sometimes I just like to come down here and just, browse the racks. And just take it all in. Sometimes I try a little something on. Notice the glance at the summer shorts there. Now, who would wear that nightie? Someone may. You never know. Another mod that I haven't downloaded was the Creation Club T-shirts. I have foregone that thus far. It's just T-shirts and jeans, and while there is something to be said for it, I'm a little leery of Creation Club's mods. No joke, because something relative to Creation Club screwed up one of my saves. Some time ago. Not anything related to this playthrough, but found that frustrating, and heard some stores, about the t-shirt mod. Well, maybe that's been fixed with an update, but I don't know that it has. So caution, I think, is advised. I like these pinstripe suits. Did a little more of what I call back footage, just for lack of a better name. You see, sometimes, when does this happen? Technically, I think it technically happens. You gotta understand that the various segments in this show are comprised of clips, some of which loop, obviously. If it's an interview, it loops. Now the angles change to, so you don't get a jump or stutter when it decides to loop. However, the looping's not really the point here. Occasionally, well, let me explain it this way. It gets to look seamless if you go from an Elgato save video, of which I have 10 slots for. For the show, I'll tend to use up 7 of them, as is, which leaves me a little wiggle room to add skits or whatever. It leaves me those 3 extra slots that I can play with. But yeah, 7 of them, including the interview, which obviously that clip changes per episode. And if you were to go from an Elgato clip to a YouTube clip, and the YouTube clips handle, essentially I'll be airing YouTube clips for the introduction and the outro to the show, and all of the commercial breaks are on YouTube. And I kind of got it so that I can, on my console, go to YouTube, go to the appropriate video there's an unlisted playlist with all the work related videos, and click on it, and essentially it's seamless. You don't even see any YouTube logos or anything. Just looks like your camera, your shot changed. However, if at any time I go from an Elgato clip to an Elgato clip, I suppose I can show you what I mean. Will it do it if I do that? Okay, so I'm on black screen. What if I change that? No, it doesn't do it there. But here we go. So I'm on the wardrobe laundry. Now watch, if I switch for a second there, first, you see, looking at, you see the wardrobe, the actual wardrobe again. That. I thought, oh, that's bad. If I ever have to go from an Elgato clip to an Elgato clip, I don't want that. So what the back footage is, it's something I load up on YouTube that is playing as I do the stream. It's generally, I think the bulk of the shots are from the control room. So in other words, if I switch camera angles, the worst case that will happen is you'll get a quick glimpse of the control room, which is fully staffed in that footage. And of course, you see Casey's character and his assistants. And so that's not a bad deal. That's the last video. I don't know why I'm sharing that, but that's the most recent thing I worked on. If by chance, where is that page? Oh, somewhere over here. There we go. It's in a different notebook. That wasn't wise. Oh, well, maybe it's not. Speaking of YouTube, I found out one of the commercial breaks has a copyright on it. I'll run it now. It's not a copyright strike, so I don't think I'm running much risk here. Well, I'm not running much risk. Worst case scenario, in the playback of this stream, they'll put ads. But I'll play it because, it's one of the commercials, and now I'm fairly certain. Oh, will it let me do this while I'm streaming? Yes, it will. Of course it will, Otto. Which one was it? High Court Vega. This is it. Here we go. Hey, Tex, how are you? I did. I just kind of left that up. I'm going to stand by for this break.
Hi.
Wow, what is that aftershave you're wearing?
Finally, an
God,
aftershave that elevates your profile
Ow.
and stimulates her senses.
Yeah. Judo chop.
Back, devil woman, back!
Roundhouse.
New
kick.
High Karate
Spear.
Aftershave.
Socket
A
kick.
fragrance
Big
so
man.
strong,
Left.
you'll
Right.
need to be
Face.
careful how you use
Damn
it.
you, die, damn you!
High Karate is not a product of
Yeah.
Communist China.
Hiya!
Shit.
Oh, magnificent. I assume, sir, that I am speaking to a gentleman who appreciates rare beauty and performance, as you've seen in that gorgeous equine. As one connoisseur to another, I'd like to show you the finest beauty and performance I have ever encountered. 275 horsepower of sheer poetry and motion, as unveiled at the Corvega conference in June of this year. First, we saw the Corvega Coupe circa 79, so just around the corner. And this little bubble pop is sexy, sleek, and drawn to be a space car, in my opinion. Here we are doing some touch-up work on one of the models. I say we, but I mean them. Look at this futuristic seating. And look, this puppy's turning heads, wouldn't you say? Now here we have which one is this? Rocket Cars Series 57. Oh, okay. So they don't have a name yet. But I'm going to call it Special. Special 1000. And Special 1000 is something you're going to see circa 80. So they're thinking spring of 80, if that's good. It's a one-seater. It's got large coolant cells. So there's that. And then this one is kind of their moon car for when we do go to the moon. But also you can drive it here on Earth, which I think is going to be spectacular. And a lot of folks are going to be driving this in 81, so you look for that. And they do want me to tell you that these are, they may look like movie set props, but these are American built, America strong. And, if you buy these, you support us, and ultimately we can win the war, stick it to the commies once and for all, and get them right in the homeland, in their sensitive homeland. So, bye, Corvega.
Whoops, I had no audio there. Sorry. Um, yeah, I don't. Of all the voices that that Colonel Sanders looking fella could have had, that's what I went with. Heads up, we've detected copyrighted material. Your stream may be temporarily what? Well, let me see. I guess I can log in and see what they did with it. It'd be interesting to see, honestly. I imagine they would just add ads. Guess I can log in. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing any disruption in the stream. It's kind of like, yeah, a few weeks ago I played a Fats Waller video in the same situation. I went back to watch it again and it had ads, so it was in the after stream. Sounds like an aftershave. But yeah, that's why I decided to just go ahead and air that there, because why not? This isn't something that is kept for posterity. It's very utilitarian in purpose. Hello, hello,
Hello.
hello. How's Mister Strontium?
I'm fine. I'm playing a mall building game.
I wondered. Another brick in the mall.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the title. It's a shitty title.
Yeah, that's it's interesting. I'd love to. Some I just got a message and it's very relevant. Why are you free, Tex? And is Caspa about? Well, I say is Caspa about, and look what happens. You know.
Ask and you shall receive.
Amen. Boy, I just need to get in touch. I need to hear back. I seriously doubt she'd mind. I suppose my question is, Tex, would you be free to give that a shot? I strongly believe we'll be able to use it. I just don't want to overburden the person that I already conned into doing it. Ask for the devil, and he will show himself. Um, Because the one we have lined up, she's... You know, I just don't want to put too much on her plate. I like her too much for that. So I figured, why not put it on your plate or something? Or Joni's, but truth is, she's already playing a character in this. Little does she know it's a recurring character. but she is. Hello, hello? Why am I answering that way?
I just jumped in. It's
Right
easier
on.
texting. Yeah, I'm free if you need me.
Well, hell. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It's been grand. It's been a short stream. I hope you enjoyed the commercial. If you
Now
like
they're gonna
this,
hate me.
no, they're going to go. They'll have to hate me. Well, besides, how long have I been streaming here? Half an hour, and we didn't get any takers. So
Here's the question: How long was Tex planning on being up?
I won't do
For a
that to
while.
her. I won't. Okay, say goodnight, folks. Good night, folks. Did I say if you like this, here's some?
I don't
No.
think it matters.